So today's the day I've been putting off for ages, and it's Max Air fan day. Even though it's not actually a Max Air fan, it is a fan going in the roof. I can't even remember the make of it. It's very similar to a Max Air fan. It's in AirPlus, considerably cheaper, pretty much the same unit, puts together the same as a Max Air fan, same size as a Max Air fan. Only difference is it comes with this fly screen and controller and all this. Can't do that at the minute, but you see what I'm getting at. This is all built into it, which is an optional extra, I think, on the Max Air fan, taking it about £380 all in. This was £250 from Magnum Motorhomes, I think it is, in the UK. So I'm going to give it a go. I've heard good things about them. I've heard they're quieter than the Max Air fan and just a better unit. Whether they are or not, I don't know, but it saved us a good few £100, or at least £150, so we'll try it. But anyway, I think I've got everything I need now, and you're joining me with the process already started. All I've done so far is have the mandatory bag there to catch the swarf as it cuts, and up on the roof you can see there I've built my wooden frame that goes underneath for the unit to actually screw into. Cleaned it up with some degreaser, the roof, marked it out, taped it up, just ready to be drilled and cut. So that's what we're going to do now. So there we go, that fits in there quite nicely. Got enough room to just square it up, and I think I've done a pretty good job. So next thing is just give it a quick file, bit of Hammerite on it just to clean up the edges, and then put this under there, drill, screw, clamp. So next thing is put some mastic tape around here to seal it to the top of the roof. I am being eaten alive by corn flies, or horrible. Anyway, that's the mastic on there. Next thing is to peel it off up there, push it down. Right, that's on. I'll trim this off, and then obviously a seal will go around here. Next thing I need to do is clamp the wood underneath, drill these, screw it all down. So I've trimmed all the mastic stuff off the side of there. Time to stick some of this on. Sikaflex 522 in black. You notice that I have painted around the side of this. With it being a grey van, I didn't want this being white, so just makes it a little bit more discreet, hopefully. that's that done. It's not particularly neat, but looks like it's well sealed. Don't really see it from up here anyway, so yep, should be alright. Next thing is, what's different on this to the Max fan is this one says you should run a bead of silicone through here into this rubber before you drop the fan on top. So if that's what they say to do, that's what I'm going to do. Right, so run a bead of silicone in there like it tells you to. Just drop this on. Right, that's the side screws in holding this all in place. It then says I should seal these. Obviously I've only got black sealant against the white, so it's going to look a bit shitty, but I'm just going to do it anyway. So it doesn't look brilliant, but it's not that bad. Right, let's take the plastic off. And a big reveal. Right, so there we go. Looks alright. We've already got a insect trapped in there. Don't know how that got in there. I don't even know if you can get out. It's probably going to die in there now. Don't know how we ended up in there, but never mind. It won't last long when the heat gets into that. So there it is from the bottom, letting a nice bit of light through, and then this has got the fly screen and the blind on it built in, and goes up there. And I think what you do is where these LED lights are, you can see on the corners there's two screw like holes there. I think they just screw into your wood there. Yeah, that goes in there. Obviously you screw it up. Aye. So that's the next job. This is a bit awkward. Oh, finally managed to get it in place. I don't know how the Max Air fan this bit fits. I don't know if this is a good way of doing it or not. Right, all in. Looks alright. Got your manual up and down. Control panel on there. Fly screen, blind. The way this is fastening here, because I'm a low roof van, I don't want this to sit tight up against the roof, whatever I put on, if it's tongue and groove. So what I'll do is I'll cut the tongue and groove around here, and that'll retain a little bit more height, not much more, but if I was to attach this under the tongue and groove, this tongue and groove is going to come to around about there, so that would be even lower. So yeah, just to retain some height, but it looks alright. Happy with that. And I went for the clear one. I wanted some extra light coming in here because I'm not going to be having that many windows. And besides, seeing as it's got the blind, I can just close that and stop any light coming through when I need to. So that's it, another bit done. Hope you enjoyed that. I know it's not a proper how-to, it never was supposed to be a how-to, it's just that this is me doing it. But yeah, on to the next bit. See you next time.